welcome to PBA QA. I am your host, CEO of the PBA, Colie Edison, and this is the show where we ask really important questions to really important bowlers. But today we actually have two pro bowlers joining the show. Give it up for Brad Miller and Kyle Sherman on today's show. Hey guys.
Hello.
How we doing?
How are you guys doing?
Great.
We're quarantining, bored, but yeah, we're good.
All right. And I told the guys just to keep it casual, not get too dressed up. So thank you for that.
It's the way we live.
All right. So
we gotta rep the
you guys
rep the house.
Rep the merch. All of our fans at home, you know and you love Brad and Kyle, and we've watched your vlogs and your videos and your shows all season long, and we can't wait till we get back on tour to see more. But how well do you two know each other? That's what we're gonna find out on today's PBA Q&A. We're doing things a little bit differently. For fans of the Newlywed Game, this is a show called How Well Do You Know Your Bowling Partner?
So here's how it works. We asked you guys a couple of questions beforehand, and now is your chance to see if you can guess the other person's answers. For each answer you get right, you're going to get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of this thing brings home bragging rights for life.
So Kyle, how do you think you're going to do? You think you know Brad?
I'm a little conflicted with these answers because I think I know Brad, but I also have, we tend to have a little roast battle when we're talking about each other. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited.
All right. And Brad, what do you think? You got Kyle's answers down?
No, I actually don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do very good at this.
All right. Well, let's get right to it. We asked each other 10 questions. So it's going to be whoever can get the most correct answers. And that, again, is predicting what their partner answered on this is going to win today's show. So let's dive right in. We're going to go first to Kyle. Kyle, what did Brad say is his favorite bowling ball?
Oh, Brad's favorite bowling ball. Man. See, Brad's older than me. That's the problem. So I'm sure this is a ball he threw when he was like 13 and I was like 2. So, gosh, it's definitely – I think you said this, Brad, and I'm forgetting right now.
I've said it a million times.
Man.
The fact that you're struggling on this one is
it's
an issue.
Ball that I literally have never known, but I'm going to go with – this is what his favorite ball should be. It should be I think it should be – I'm going to go High Road X. That should be your ball.
You dude.
You know why it should be your ball is because every time we're bowling and I'm helping you out, you always want to be like, man, this High Road X though. Like this ball, like, I think it's going to be it right now.
Yeah, and then it never works.
It doesn't work.
All right. Well, you could tell by his face that was not Brad's answer. Brad, what is your favorite ball?
The phase 2.
Oh, dude, I just said phase 2. Dang it.
All right. Now you got to tell us why, Brad.
It's just the ball that I seem to throw. It fits. It's like right in the middle of every other ball. So it's like that go-to benchmark ball that seems to work on literally anything. So it's my most comfortable. It's the one I throw the most. It's the best reacting. I don't know. It just fits me.
All right. So Brad, we're turning it over to you. We asked Kyle the same question. What is Kyle's favorite bowling ball?
I'm going to say the Web Tour. That might not be correct. He might do something stupid with like a juke or something. He might have said a juke. But it should be the Web Tour.
All right. Kyle, what was your answer?
So Brad is actually – he's correct, but he got the name wrong. I actually like the Hammer Web.
Oh, the original.
All right. Let me go to my judges to see if we're going to give Brad points for that. Oh, I'm the judge. Yes, we are giving Brad points for it. We are giving Brad points for it. All right, so it's 1-0 Brad. All right, so let's turn it over to Brad again. Brad, where did Kyle say his favorite place to bowl on the tour is?
I'm I'm gonna say Houston, Texas.
We were
That's
looking
probably
for.
I probably put more thought into it than Kyle did, but it should be his favorite place because that's where he has half a title.
The answer is Bayside Bowl. We were looking for Bayside Bowl.
It should be. It should have been that.
You cannot change your answer now. You cannot change.
No, you're wrong, Brad.
So Kyle, where did Brad say his favorite place to bowl is?
So my answer is gonna be somewhat like Brad's. His should be Shawnee, Oklahoma, but I think he's gonna say Columbus Bowl.
You both
Wrong.
literally said Bayside Bowl. So
Did you really?
Well, see, Bayside Bowl's too easy of an answer. We're putting too much thought into this.
you guys had the same wrong answer.
Yeah, Bayside's just the greatest. It's the great. You can't beat it.
All right, Kyle, tell us, what is Brad's favorite tournament that he has won?
Has Brad won a tournament?
Dude, I literally have not won many tournaments. The list is not long.
What have you won?
You're not going to get this.
As the PBA CEO, I'll tell you, I've never heard of this tournament. So,
Didn't you win main event one year?
That's it. He got it.
That's
it.
I know. That's a youth tournament in Vegas, I think, right?
Yeah, that's like the last tournament win I
Won
had.
that when he was 7 years old. It was the under 10 division. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. It's the only win I ever have.
All right, so Brad, we're gonna turn it. So that's 1 point for Kyle.
I think I answered this. I think I answered this question wrong. I don't think you're gonna get it.
All right, so I'll just say, what would this be his favorite tournament to win? What did Kyle say would be his favorite tournament if he could win it?
Well, I was going to say the Lucy, but now that you just said that, it's got to be something different.
I had to change it because it was too obvious. I want you
the USBC Intercollegiate Nationals.
We're looking for USBC US Open. The US Open.
I answered the question. I thought I read it. What tournament would you like to win? Not what you have won.
And I just I rephrased it like that because I was trying to not make Kyle look like an idiot. But it happens. Guys, it happens.
I do that a lot, too.
It's really easy to do that. I'm not going to lie.
All right, let's move on away from this question. So the score right now is 1-1. We're tied. Brad, who would Kyle least want to compete against in a tournament final? What pro bowler does Kyle least want to bowl against in a tournament final?
Tommy Jones.
Kyle, how did you answer?
I'm terrible at this game. I don't remember these answers.
You said Bill O'Neill, the real deal.
Bill O'Neill.
Yeah.
You know I don't want to bowl Bill because, dude, he's stone cold. Like, doesn't really show much emotion. I just know getting to Bill, and he threw 3 in the 10th to win what was the tournament this year? Players.
The players.
Players. Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so Kyle, we asked Brad the same question. Who would he least like to bowl against in a tournament final? How did he answer?
This was a hard question because it's like you want to bowl these guys, but you also don't want to bowl these guys. So I'm gonna go with Pete Weber.
You're in the right. You're in the right PBA area.
Was it Norm?
Yeah, it was Norm.
Brad, tell us why you went with Norm Duke.
Norm or Pete?
Well, like you said, it is difficult because I would love to actually bowl Norm in a final. That'd be like my most memorable moment. That'd be insane. But at the same time, I know how well Norm bowls in title matches, and I think my chances of winning are among the least of all the players if I do bowl Norm. So, it's double-edged sword. Like I would love to bowl Norm in a final, but at the end of the day, I think the least amount of chance I have to win is probably against Norm as well. So.
Makes sense. All right, we got to get juicier now. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's see how well, how willing you guys are to call each other out. So Brad, we asked you this. We asked Kyle. All right, we asked Kyle, what do you do that annoys him most on the lanes? So what does Brad Miller do that annoys Kyle the most on the lanes?
I don't look where I throw the ball, and I barely look where I stand.
That is pretty much what he said. So when Kyle tries to make a move off of him, he doesn't know where you're standing or where you're looking. So Kyle, you want to explain that to us?
Yeah, I mean, especially we bowl a lot of doubles tournaments together, so it's important to be able to make moves off each other. And this year, especially at the Raw Common Doubles, we hit this pair that was crazy different. Brad made this crazy move left. I'm like, dude, and Brad's kind of fried out right now too. So when he gets fried out, everything kind of goes out the window. And I'm like, hey man, how many did you move so I can kind of get an idea, whatever. And he's like, I don't know, walks away. And I'm like, great. And then he comes back and he's trying to like count the boards, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I just took a step left. And I'm like, great, got it. Thanks, Brad.
Just 1 step or 3 steps. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Figure it out
I just
yourself.
moved over there.
All right, that would annoy me too, I think. So let's turn the tables. Kyle, what did Brad say annoys him the most that you do on the lanes?
God, this is a tough one because, I'm slow, but I'm slow. I'm just going to go with I'm slow.
Good job.
All right, you got that. Brad, tell us how much Kyle annoys you when he's taking forever on the approach.
Well, he's given me a bad name because 2 weeks ago I learned that we were one of the slowest doubles teams to bowl the Roth Holman this year, and that goes down my name. So him being slow on the approach is actually affecting people's perception of me, which is an issue because I don't take very long. I don't even look where I stand half the time. So I definitely am not taking that long. But he does, and he's actually gotten a lot better. Last year was really bad. He really took his time on a lot of stuff. And then this year he worked on trying to get faster, and he has. But
I feel like that's a thing I see in bowlers. Either you're really fast or like you really take every minute of that clock, every second.
Yeah, well, because some bowlers, like Stu Williams, thinks that everyone should just go. Let's bowl 24 games in 2 hours. Like that's literally the way he thinks bowling professionally should be. And then you have other guys that really take their time on the other end of the spectrum, and it's kind of funny to see.
That must be hard for someone trying to produce a live television show.
I could see some struggles there.
When you don't know how long it's going to take. All right. So I think the score right now, if I am correct, is 2-2. That's right. So we're going to, we know what annoys you guys on the lanes. So Brad, what did Kyle say annoys him most about you off the lanes?
Probably my driving skills, my navigation skills when driving. That's the first thought that kind of. I get lost, I get sidetracked. I don't like to pull up the actual GPS, so you can pull up where you're going and look at the map and then hit start, and then it actually literally speaks to you and tells you where you need to go. I don't like to do that. I just like to look at the map and then find, we need to take a right at this. Like I actually like figuring it out on myself rather than someone telling me. Well, the problem is I get lost sometimes, and he goes, "Bro, just hit the start button." I'm like, I know I should. I just don't want to.
Well, that sounds super annoying, but that's not the annoying thing that Kyle said about
Right,
you.
I have more than one bag. It's great.
Kyle complained that you were a very late person.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am.
And maybe that has to do with always getting lost. Maybe they are related.
Yeah, it does a little bit, but it's also like we'll be getting ready in the morning, and then he'll be like, "All right, it's time to go," and I'm like, "All right, let me grab something," or I'll grab a water or something. I'll think, "Oh crap, I gotta go to my room real quick," so I'll go grab something. I don't know. There's always something. I'm always like 2 minutes later than he is, but I'd argue that he's early, so whatever.
You know what? The driving thing is a very close second. I will give you that. And at times, it definitely is more annoying. I get fried out so much, especially when we're in a city at a stop, and we just circled the city twice because Brad didn't want to put on the directions, and we're just on this loop around the city. Not saying that's ever happened, but yeah.
I'm also not much of a morning person either, so usually the lateness comes at like 8 a.m. when we're bowling at 9. So, yeah.
I feel you on that one.
In my defense.
So, Let's get even here. So Kyle, what would Brad say annoys him most about you off the lanes?
Oh gosh, off the lanes. Man, I don't know if he dug this deep, but there was a time where when we would edit video, he would get very annoyed with me because Brad would put all this thought into like extending our videos out, and then I would just go in and just absolutely destroy all of his work. I would go in, I'm like, nope, we're cutting that out. We're cutting that out. I'll turn like a 10-minute video into about 3 minutes real quick. But I don't think he dug that deep, so I'm going to go with that, but I know it's not the answer, but I know he would get really annoyed with that.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I wouldn't want you as my producing partner.
Awful, right? That's what I'm saying.
But that's not what Brad said. Brad, what did you say?
I said that you listen to country music. That's all he listens
Man, come
to.
on.
All right, so Kyle, who is your favorite country music artist?
Oh man, I have so many. Right now, I'm a big Luke Combs fan. Like him a lot.
And hit us with a couple of beats. Go ahead.
Oh man, now you're putting me on the spot. I'm not rapping, but let's see. The one that's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Too many. It's like beer too many or something like that. That's one of my favorites. I like to have a couple beers to that song.
Nice. All right, guys, we got a few more questions here. Kyle, who is Brad's favorite bowler of all time?
Normby.
You got it.
I know.
Brad, who is Kyle's favorite bowler of all time?
I actually don't know this answer. Who is Kyle's favorite bowler of all time? Who's the guy that he looked up to? I mean, it could be Pete Weber because he's in the St. Louis area. Their families are really close. That would make sense, but
This guy is just perfect.
This guy that
This
he
guy is
named,
perfect. Yeah.
he's a perfect human being, or he looks
That's
perfect.
That's not what I said. I was just giving a hint.
He's perfect.
It's a good hint. It's a
Good
good
hint.
Mr. Perfect. I mean,
All right, time is up. The answer is Tommy Jones.
that's what I was going to say. Whatever.
They all say that.
When you
All right,
said
so-
perfect, I was actually going to go all the way down to Bob Learn Jr. because he was the guy known for the most 300s.
Wow,
That's
I would
where
be
my brain
impressed
went.
if that was what Kyle was going to say. I would be really impressed that he has been reading his history books. All right, so right now the score is Kyle 3, Brad 2. And we are
Yeah.
at question number 8 of 10. Still anybody's game. Brad, what is Kyle's pregame ritual? And keep it PG for the folks at home.
Mhm. Well, our pregame ritual is to vlog. But I don't know if he put that.
That's right. That's what it comes to. What did he say?
Pregame ritual. I mean, he likes to listen to music. I'm saying listen to music.
We're looking for stretching. Stretching.
Come on.
Bro, you know how
much
much I stretch before I bowl.
Yeah, but you have music in your ears when you're stretching. I get a half a point.
I never
You do
listen.
not get half a point. And I control the points, so don't even try to give yourself any. Okay. Kyle, same question. What did Brad say is his pregame ritual?
I want to clarify that I never listen to music before I bowl.
You listen to music before the Cashers round at the U.S. Open this year in Mooresville, or the.
That
You
was
guys
it.
met each other? Do you
That
know
was
each other?
it. That was the only time I do that. I never have.
Well, that's
earplugs.
the image I have in my head.
God, see, Brad, this was a very hard question because Brad is like a very sporadic person and he's late. So honestly his pregame ritual is to be late. Like his pregame is to be like not pregame. His pregame ritual is to not be prepared. Like
I want to put some perspective
And
on
that's
this
what
late comment.
Okay, go ahead.
I have not missed a practice session yet. I have been there.
No, he doesn't miss a practice.
Every time we need to drill, every time we need to put grips in our balls that we just drilled, every time we got to do something, I'm there, man. I don't miss anything. You're just hating.
I'm saying not prepared doesn't have a pregame ritual.
Okay, so you thought Brad would have said about himself that his pregame ritual is to be unprepared.
Yeah.
That's what you thought. Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He actually said vlogging.
Vlogging. Okay. Yeah.
I
All
gave
right.
you the answer, bro. I said it.
The score is still 3-2.
Come on.
Kyle is winning.
I got 2.5.
We asked Brad, what person, living or dead, would you want to have as a guest on your YouTube show? And what did Brad say, Kyle?
Oh. You know, he should say Joe Rogan. But I didn't know if he was gonna go with a bowler or not. That was tough.
Let's keep it in the bowling world.
Okay, because I didn't go with the bowler.
Okay, then keep it however you want it.
I'll
take your first answer. Your first answer, Joe Rogan, counts. Your first answer counts.
Oh God, he's gonna go with like Earl Anthony or Mark Roth or something. But we'll go with Joe Rogan.
Brad, who did you say?
Dick Weber.
Dick Weber. Yeah, Dick Weber. We've been doing these shows. He talks about Dick Weber every time. That would be a good one.
Kyle's really listening and paying attention.
Clearly.
All right, so he gave you a hint. So, Brad, what did Kyle say? Who does he want on the show, living or dead?
Yeah, I know. This could be. Who's Kyle's favorite person of all time?
You know this. I'm gonna give you. It's not a bowler, but you should know this. You got this. There should be like 3 names coming.
Can I give a hint?
Is it male or female?
Male.
I'll give you a hint. I had to Google this person.
But I should know this, huh? So
You know it.
he's got to be some kind of who is. He's got.
You don't have to answer Jeopardy style with who is.
Who is?
He's
I
not
watch
a
him a
bowler.
lot.
You what?
Okay,
That's all
Time's
I'm
up.
saying.
Time's up.
we were looking for
Threw me for a
David.
loop for the non-bowler thing. Who?
David
Dobrik. Oh, come on, man.
You should have
I
guessed
should have got
that.
that.
Okay, so for all of the non-Gen Zers, you're gonna have to tell us who David Dobrik is and why you want him on your show.
So when we first got into vlogging, our buddy Mike Flanagan turned us on to a couple vloggers, and David Dobrik was one of them. And he would release videos like 3 times a week, just doing this crazy stuff, him and his friends. And we've tried to we've taken a lot of influence from him as far as like how to vlog, because at the time we didn't really know what vlogging was. So he's been a really good influence on us as far as like how to produce and try to keep like a good schedule and all this stuff. And then B, their friend group is just hilarious. So I think it'd be a lot of
I
fun.
looked this up. This is like they have like a house, right? And they made, and you have a house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then there's something like they're on TikTok. So are you guys on TikTok?
No.
No, not on TikTok. Maybe we should. It'd be good.
I need help with TikTok.
All right. All right. Last question. Kyle's still leading 3-2. So Brad, we asked Kyle, which of you two is the better bowler? And this is the big question. What did he say?
Well, I mean, of course he's going to say me. So he said me.
Kyle, what did you say?
I said I'm the better bowler. Cool.
All right.
I was going to lose anyway, so I took the chance at you actually getting creative and saying me.
And
But
Brad.
actually, this year, I was the better bowler.
Dude, we had a lot of life left in the season. A lot
I
of
know
life.
we do.
We do. And Kyle, let's just clarify. Who do you think Brad said was the better bowler?
You know, I'm going to go with he said himself. I thought about he might do some reverse psychology type stuff just to win this, but he said himself.
All right, you guys, your egos are speaking for themselves here. Brad also said himself.
I'll go. How many did you get right, Kyle? 5?
4.
No,
I think.
you guys didn't do great at all.
No, we did not do great at
Kyle
all.
wins with a pathetic score of 3 for
You would-
two guys that spend so much time together. You know, just goes to show it's anybody's game on. Do you know your bowling partner? No, this is a hard show. I get it. You guys know each other very well, but we asked some really hard questions, and we appreciate you for playing along with us. But as Kyle said, there's a lot of the season left. So you guys will have more opportunities to bowl together, and we'll come back in a few months, and we'll try to do this again and see how well you do. How about that?
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing. Thanks for everybody at home for tuning into PBA Q&A. We can't wait to be back on your big screens soon. Until then, keep watching us on social and our digital channels. Thank you all for watching. Everybody stay safe at home. Have a great night. Thank you.